Earnest money, what is it? I get asked this a lot, especially when I'm working with first-time home buyers that are new to the process of purchasing a home. Earnest money is a good faith deposit. It is a good faith deposit to the seller, showing them, hey, I am serious about buying your home. Usually when you place an offer on a home, you have to put up an earnest money check. And this can be anywhere from 1% up to 5%, $1,000 up to $10,000. But this is negotiable with the seller if needed. But typically in this market right now, you do want to place up an earnest money amount because you want to show that seller that you are serious about your offer. Loans, because you're asking the seller ultimately to take their home off the market for X amount of days. I'm asked does it clear your bank account? Yes, it does. And here in the state of South Carolina, we close with closing attorneys. So they are the ones that hold the earnest money check in escrow. Now, there is some real estate companies that do have an escrow account and they'll hold the earnest money. That's normal as well. It's held there and deposited into their account and held there until closing. It'll either go towards your closing cost fees or the purchase price of your home. Now, if there's money owed back to you, if there was a little difference at closing, then of course the closing attorney will cut you a check back for the difference. Can you lose your earnest money? Yes and no. If you place up an offer, there's generally an amount of contingencies on the contract. So you want to make sure whatever the contingencies are that you are needing, because there may be contingency on financing. Of course, if you're buying the home with cash, then you don't need this contingency. But there's contingencies on inspections. If you're not having a home inspected, you're buying it as is without inspections, and this is not a contingency you need. So contingencies on a offer is protecting you and the seller, so that when you both agree on something, as long as y'all are, everybody is abiding by the terms of the contract, then earnest money will not have an issue. Now, let's say for instance you place an offer on a home with a contingency of financing. Something happens, you're unable to get financed. As long as you have that contingency built into your offer, then most of the time the earnest money will come back to you as the buyer. Now, example of when your earnest money will not come back to you. Let's say you put in an offer with all the contingency of having an appraisal, having financing, all these contingencies, and everything has been met. But a house down the road that you have been waiting for came on the market. You no longer want to be in contract with this home. You want to place an offer on that home. You're wanting out of this contract. This is an example of where you may forfeit your earnest money check to the seller because you're wanting to back out of the contract. You want to really make sure when you place an offer on a home that it is serious, that you are serious about your offer, especially in this competitive market right now. If you have any questions about earnest money, I'll be glad to answer them. My name is Alicia Gantt with Stanley Realtors. I work with first-time home buyers very, very often, and I'm glad to answer any questions. Thank you guys for watching this video.